Baye will give a demonstration of the Klickstein schedule. That is, there are two important differences. The first one is that the Klickstein schedule is 20 minutes and then 5 minutes rest. Baye will get only 4 minutes and have then as much rest as he wants. So that's the other difference is, of course, that it's a schedule for practicing and not for playing for an audience. And so what Baye will try to do is play and practice as she would do in her own room at home or at the conservatory, but not for an audience. So, and of course, I don't know if that's doable, but you can at least give it a try. Baye will play completely new music for her. It's completely new music, so you will be witness of a world premiere. Jan Kouwenhoven, who was also in the study lab, composed this music, one theme with several variations. We decided to have only one variation. That's enough for those 4 minutes. Baye has read the music 2 weeks ago for 2 minutes, and now for 4 minutes, something like that. So it's completely new for her. And well, she will start with practicing. And my question is, what do you want to attain? Where do you want to be at the end of this 4 minutes? And I will, yeah? Where do you want to be, Sarah? Yes, like original interviewer. Hi.
Okay, so my goal with this music, I don't know how it sounds. I guess for 4 minutes it's just to feel secure about it and just to can read it full, slow, without mistakes. I guess that will be my first goal, and of course to focus on the difficult part. So in the future I could focus on those passages.
Okay.
So
well, thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you. I need the music. Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't sound really.
Okay. Well, what I did first, just 2 minutes before we began, was just look. Usually, when I begin to practice, I practice without the oboe. I just look for some special fingerings, and that I did before. But it's the first time I'm listening to this music. So usually, when I begin to practice, of course, I put my metronome. What I'm going to do. The tema is slow, so I guess I can do in the real tempo, which is 60. And, well, let's see. Okay, at this point it was kind of okay, and here the tempo changed for 4/4 to 3/2, and I have 7 notes, 6 notes, and 5 notes in a half note. So, Okay, at this point, because we are talking about 4 minutes, I guess I would just go to the second movement because it looks quite a lot of notes and it's really fast. So I can see this first movement, it's kind of okay. I just have to work on the tuning, the dynamics, and of this passage with 7-6-5 because it didn't work yet. So I'm going to look for the first variation, which is 124, which I'm not going to do now because it's sight reading. I will just try it maybe, I don't know, 92. Let's see how it works. Okay, I will read slower. Let's try 66. I will repeat this part. And now I realize I'm missing a rest, but that's Jan Cowenhoven's fault. I will just continue.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, a little bit more than 4 minutes, but you had to explain something, so that's a bit different. First, did you attain your goal?
Well, I think so. I mean, I could read the whole music, and I realized where I have to work in the future would be the second movement a lot, slow, and the first movement, this bar, like without the oboe. But I think, yes, I mean, now I can begin to work, because I already know where to be.
And what would be your next goal if you had, and also say 20 minutes, since 4 minutes is a very short time period, but if you would have 20 minutes as normal, what would be your goal then? You mentioned it, or more or less.
I'm almost sure I will go for the first variation, the second movement, because now I was reading at the half of the tempo, and still I had some problems to finish, so I will just continue on this tempo, focus on, there are some articulations now I kind of did, and some dynamics, so I will try to put all that I can see in this slow tempo, and then at some point I will begin to make it faster. Okay.
You were in a rather particular situation, practicing in front of an audience, in addition with a piece of music that's completely new for you. Where was your focus of attention? The environment or still at the music?
Well, it's interesting. I'm the one that gets really nervous in the video.
As you could.
So I was really nervous, but just the two first bars, I was focusing on where I'm here, all the people listening to this strange practicing, but at some point, because I had to pay so many attention on the music, then it was just me with my music, and of course it's not the same as in your house, but I was really focused.
Yeah, it's one of the advantages of this scheme, that you are so focused on the music and not on all other things and so on. It's one of the reasons why it's an important way of practicing. You use the Klickstein schedule yourself quite a lot, very often. What are the advantages and are there disadvantages? First, the advantages.
But I have first to say, I really don't find any disadvantage. To me, it worked really good. I was used to practice without any structure, without any time. And when I joined the studio lab was really something useful for me. And I think, well, especially for wind players, because we get tired, for example, I found it really good to have this 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, because you don't have time to really get, hurt, because sometimes we have, if you play for the whole day, at some point your body hurts. That was really nice. And also, well, now I'm thinking of one disadvantage. At the beginning, for me it was really difficult at the beginning to stay 20 minutes focused. We think it's short time, but actually it's not so short if you want to stay focused. I remember the first days I was practicing with this model, I was with my phone with the alarm, and at some point I was looking, but how many minutes it's already, and it was just 12. So that was difficult for me, but I think it really works because, yeah, you put some goals and you work especially for that, not just playing without any structure.
Okay, and disadvantages?
For me, just at the beginning was difficult. Really, in my case, was kind of hard, but I really don't find any disadvantage.
Okay, thanks very much for your demonstration, for your explanation. Very nice.